So, it's not uncommon for people to use beneficiary forms for their assets, for bank accounts, investment accounts, as a vehicle or a way of transferring those to their kids or anybody else when they pass away. And most of the time, those work out okay, but unfortunately, we see times when they don't. For instance, if you're named or somebody's named as a beneficiary and they have died before maybe their sibling was named with them as an example on that account, and they died before their parents, and their parents were not competent to redo the beneficiary forms or just forgot. Now all those monies would go, as a general rule, to that surviving sibling. And possibly that surviving sibling might share that wealth, but they might be in a bankruptcy, they might be in a divorce. They may say, well, listen, I'm losing my house, I'm going to use this money on my house to pay it off. And I'll give my brother or sister's family some money when I get a chance. And sometimes that chance never happens, right? So, what we suggest to people is, rather than naming your kids as beneficiaries, or at least you should consider what other options are available. For instance, you can use some language called per stirpes, which means that if one of the beneficiaries has deceased, their share would go to their children, rather than going to the other beneficiary. So that it achieves the same result, meaning that it flows down to that beneficiary's children, right? Or you might name a trust as a beneficiary if you had a trust. So if you have a trust, the general rule is you would not name your kids as beneficiaries because the trust will dictate where those monies would go to, right? And if you don't have any beneficiary, however, that's also bad, because that means it's going to go through probate court. And the probate court is going to decide who gets those monies. And what if you had not left some money to one of your children, but you didn't name a beneficiary on that account? If it goes through probate court and you hadn't done a will, they're going to get some money. And that may not have been your intention for various reasons: drugs, alcohol, maybe you haven't seen them in years, and so you specifically omitted them. So that could be another reason why those beneficiary forms are really important to look at. If you have questions or concerns that deal with estate planning, probate, family matters involving children, guardianships, or even your parents, we would love to be the law firm that you look to help you or walk you through some of those difficult situations.